What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be doing a video on my 2009 Chevrolet 2500 HD with the 6.6 liter Duramax and the Allison transmission. I've had this truck now for 8 years, give or take, and I have enjoyed every second of it. So I highly doubt it's going to go anywhere anytime soon. I'm going to kind of give a breakdown of what all's been done to it to date. Most of the stuff I've done, some stuff the previous owners have done. We'll start out with the headlights. I changed these headlights out about 3 years ago. I should have done it 8 years ago because it's made that big of a difference. Nighttime driving is ridiculously good. Now, I've got the 55 watt 6K HID bulbs installed in the low beam and the high beams, so it's gives a good coverage. It even offers, you can't really tell, but the curb lights. So as the bulbs shine, it shines a beam directly 9 degrees to the truck here, so I can see anything over here too. So that's really neat. Okay, moving on from that, we've got the fog lights. That one kind of got broke. I don't know how, but it needs to be replaced. So we just got to kind of move on past that one. Then I got the 24-inch LED light bar in the grill. Don't mind the bug splatter, because I did just get done driving this morning and I went through a big bug storm. And then I just did this here recently. I did this 2 weeks ago. Painted the front tow hooks red, and I even painted the calipers red. So tell me that don't look good, huh? So that right there really made this truck pop to me. It's subtle, but it's eye-catching when you see it. We've got the 6-inch RCX lift, full lift, suspension lift, and it gives the truck a really good stance. It's sitting on 37 by 1250 Nexon radial MTXs. The wheels are 20-inch Monster XD series rims, and they've been on it since I've had it. And truth be told, I would have put them on it anyways, because I like this look with this truck. Then obviously the running boards are already with it. I've got the in-channel rain guards for the windows. I love in-channel because they can't come off. The stick-on type, they break. I see the double-sided tape get old, brittle, pulls back, and it breaks the whole thing off. And you see people riding around with little half strips of rain guard. I've got the Walmart brand Rust-Oleum roll-on bed liner, which has lasted awful, as you can see. But I did use this truck. I used this truck in my old business that I had, and it had blowers thrown back here. It had air compressors, and that's where the air compressor sat. So that's why it's kind of rusted out right there, because it vibrated and busted all of it loose. But I can't really complain. It did its job for the price savings that it saved me. I would do it again. I need to recoat it, but it's one of those round to it. I'll get around to it one day. Now I've got the custom dented toolbox. That's a unique item. You can't really order that like that. So if you want yours done, just send it to me. I'll take care of it for you. Okay, I've got the 5-inch exhaust from the turbo all the way back, so it gives it a nice, crisp, deep sound. I've got the old ugly bumper reverse LED lights with the water in it. They need to be replaced. LED bulbs in my tail lights. They are bright, but then coupled with the LED bumper lights, you can see everything in the dead of the night. Okay, now that's everything on the outside, I do believe. So let's move inside now. As you can see, it's pretty dark in here. That is due to the 20% tint on every window around, including the front windshield. I have a 20% strip that goes across the top as well, on top of that. So if you've been considering doing that, do it, because I can ride in here in the middle of the day with no sunglasses and it's perfect. It's not, there's no glares. It's perfect. This is the ceramic style too. So it gives an added benefit of not letting more UV light in. I have had these in my truck for a long time. These are the amber and white wig-wag strobes. I can do directional. I can do all this. That was for my business too, because sometimes we had to park in traffic, facing traffic and stuff, and I wanted to be able to give my guys a little bit of security. And it did its job, and I've got my money's worth out of it. I have a Bully Dog tuner, but it's not what's tuned to the truck. This is just a data reader, so I can read my boost, my coolant temperature, trans temp, all that good stuff. What I do have tuning my truck though is this PPEI tuner from Corey Willis. He did a phenomenal job on tuning this truck. It's super responsive, fast. He did the transmission tune. I have no complaints. I would do it all again in a heartbeat. I did that at the same time I did my exhaust. We have the 6-inch double din pumpkin brand double din radio. This is Bluetooth enabled. I can do navigation. I can do all that good stuff on it, and it's worth its weight in gold. It's way better than the old stock system. All right, so moving on from the pumpkin radio, I have my custom picture. I can't get nowhere without it. I need her watching over me because I do stupid stuff all the time, and that kind of keeps me in check. So you've probably noticed that back window. If you didn't, you're looking at it now. Something's different about it. I'll give you a look from the outside, and we'll go from there, right? Okay. Everybody always asks me, what's around your rear window? And I tell them, there's nothing around it. That is the window. Is it the stock window? No. There's a reason for that. I'll insert pictures right here. So you see, I had to do something because that window got exploded. What that was a piece from my dual axle trailer over here. I had a homemade spring assist lift gate, and it's a garage door spring inside a metal tube with a cable attached to it. But the cable attaches from the spring to the gate. Well, in order to attach the cable to the gate, you had to have these U-style clamps. And I only have one of them on there. You know, not being redundant and creating a safety measure, I only put one. Now there's two for that reason. What had happened was the bolt had come loose, and it allowed the cable to slip, and it slingshotted that U-shaped clamp through my back glass, all the way into the front dash. Luckily, it didn't break the front windshield. Well, here's the kicker. I was standing right here when it happened. Imagine trailer being about even with the truck here. When it let go, it slingshot right past my head. I about died, which isn't cool. But moving on from my near-death experience, fast forward a few weeks. Yes, I said weeks. I drove around with it like that for a little while because I knew I wanted something unique. I didn't want to go back with the standard just rear glass and blend in like everybody else because I like being unique. So I did a bunch of research. One of my good buddies that I used to work with, he helped me out doing some research. He actually found this company called Breezer. They were known for their removable back glass and old S10s back in the day. And I hit them up, and they said that they could make one for me. So I gave them my dimensions and all that good stuff, and this is what we're left with. Yeah, you can't really tell anything's different because it blends in so well. But let me show you. You have to start out by taking your little seatbelt guide here off. So you just pop it off, right? Then you have 4 clamps that you have to lift up. So I do that right now, and it tilts, and then you pull it out. Sweet. what do you do about the glass now? Because you can't lay it on the seat because then you lose your seat space. You can't lay it in the floorboard because then it's going to teeter and possibly break. So what did I do for that? I'll show you. I ended up building a mount for under the seat. It fused the two sections together because this is a split seat system. So you could lift up one side, not the other. But I knew that I wanted to put some type of storage under there, and I didn't want it to sit on the floor. So I had to compromise and do something. So what I did was I put a whole plate of sheet metal underneath there, riveted it to the frame, and then I put these L bracket or T brackets on the underside here, and I made a split all the way down the back side so the glass can sit in. So then I had all this frame in here that was just basically wasted. So you see these cutouts? That's for my AR. It fits very snug under there. It's very sleek. You can't see it when you're on the outside of the vehicle. Even with the doors open up, you can't see it. And I really like that. I like being kind of stealthy, and I don't want people to know I have that type of stuff on me or in my vehicle. Out of sight, out of mind type of deal. But that's basically the gist of what all's been done to my truck. And again, I really enjoy this thing. I can get some I love that. I can get some rolling clips of it for you. Get a couple revs in for you, and then I'll get some driving in for you. Hope you enjoy. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. Feedback's always appreciated. Give me some tips and all. And like, share, subscribe, do the normal. If you want to see some more cool videos, the next one is going to be of my car. It's going to be a walk around of it. So make sure you stay tuned for it, because it's going to be some pretty good information and some pretty cool footage. So y'all take care. Have a good day. See you next time.